Obafemi Awolowo University. With Jesus and Anna Joy in our hands, please put them together as I welcome the Dean, Professor Nika Additional, to stage to bring us forward in this service this morning. Please can ask the more, you can ask the more. The faster you clap, the faster it comes.
Thank you once again. Let me also congratulate you on your admission to the best university in Nigeria, Obafemi Awolowo University. It's not easy. You did West Africa Examination Council, NEPO, JAM, and then our posutively. The posutively, we do not have any problem with our own posutively, irrespective of whatever anybody is saying. But in Ife, we have zero tolerance for examination malpractice. In Ife, we do not need students or parents who want to buy admission. Ife is a leveler for the rich, the poor, and for any kind, whatever your background is, you will always find your place in Ife. But for parents, paying as much as 250,000 naira or posutively, and you think you can come to Ife, is never going to happen. So, let me tell you, to survive in Ife is so simple. Attend your lectures regularly. Prepare before each lecture. And make sure you do what your lecturers ask you to do. When your lecturers are teaching you, you know, here, it's not going to be like secondary school. The speed at which the lecturers teach you will be like 5 times the speed you are used to in the secondary school. So everything will be happening, pam, pam, pam. Before you know, you have this semester exams, pam, pam, you have your semester examinations, then results start coming out. So I charge you to be focused. Do not be distracted. Manage your time very well. And this university has zero tolerance for social vices, especially courtesan. Please remember the son and daughter of whom you have. Nigeria is tough. For your parents to put you here, you don't know what they are going through. And the only thing that you can do to make your parents to be proud of you is to do well in your academics. You have all sorts of people coming to you, join this, join that, religious and all those things. Please do it in moderation. Now, over to the posutively. When you did your posutively, some people are shouting. Well, they said the case is in court. They said, but we are marching on. Those who took the case to court, the court has told them on October 28th that the status quo that they have that should remain has been vacated. We in Ife, we have confidence in our judiciary. But you know, Ife is known for fighting injustice. Because this university was created on the basis of fighting injustice. So we cannot do anything to shank some particular students. All those things that they are saying are rubbish. Rather, what we did, well, let me tell you how things work. For admissions in Ife is the committee of things. All the things of the faculties, from faculty of admin to arts to agri to basic medicals up to technology. We come together as a committee, and I'm the chairman of that committee. So all examinations, be it internal examination or posutively, everything is under this committee. And like any other university courses, there's something we call moderation. It's not for you when you did WAEC. All those subjects you were moderated the examinations and even the results. I had the privilege of serving as an examiner, chief examiner, and chief moderator for a national examination body for mathematics for about 8 years. And that is what they do. When you see your result that you have C or B, that will not be your particular score, but you will be upgraded. Such things were done in our post-UT area. When you bring that to your sleep, you cannot see anybody that scores 17, 16, 15, 14, 12, 10, 11. You can't see it. We upgraded you to 20. So if you have 20, you should be grateful to the Vice Chancellor of this university who told us that of the 21 students that chose Obafemi Awolowo University, about 14,000 passed. And the Vice Chancellor told us that we should do as all we can to make sure that almost, if not all of these 14,000 students are admitted. And that is what we are working on. So when people are saying they score 20, they're just laughing. The truth is you don't score to that, and you know the truth. And you also know that some of you, maybe you, by chance, you are still here, that you cheated, but we will fish you out and we send you out of this university. Except, perhaps, you change your ways. If you continue on that path, even we fish you out, if not in your part 1, if not in your part 2, it may be your final year and you'll be asked to go. That is different for you. We have zero tolerance for examination malpractice. So if you are an apostle of buying grace or buying that, please drop that garment of disgrace outside the gate of the university. Do not come here with it. Having said that, let me tell you how you got your admissions. For each of the programs, let me pick law as an example. Law, we have the quota for law that we give them is 250. And this quota is determined by the facilities on ground and the professional body for law. So 250. This 250, 45% will be for merit. You can calculate that 45% of 250 will be for merit. 35% is for catchment states, Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, Ondo, Osun, and Ekiti states. Then the remaining 20% is for ELDS, educationally disadvantaged states. All the northern states are there. Then you have states in the south, like which states? I've forgotten about three states. Okay, Bayelsa. Okay, just about 3 states. So those ones, they take 20%. Now, if out of those 250, there are still some that are unable to fix, then some of you can come in on something like discretion. Actually, there is no discretion. What JAM did was to give us 12,000. That we should admit 12,000 for this exercise. But the Vice Chancellor, in his kindness, has visited the Registrar of JAM to increase that quota. That is why we will be able to admit more than 12,000. These 12,000, 10% of it, of 12,000 is 1,200. That 10% is for direct entry admissions. So, if you take 1,200 from 12,000, you have 10,800. So 1,200 will be admitted for direct entry and 10,800 for UTME candidates, making 12,000. But we are expecting additional number from JAM. We've started working on that. Now, the procedure. If you chose a program and then you belong to these three categories, merit, catchment, or ELDS, what you will see straight is admission in progress, AIP. After that, JAM confirms it and you have your letter. Congratulations. For those who will not go through that route, you will need, we will place you in a cognate program. Like let's say law, then we place you into any course in any program in Faculty of Arts or a cognate program in Faculty of Education and Faculty of Social Sciences. So when this happens, you will get a message that your university wants to transfer you into another program. You are advised to either accept or reject. You reject, that's the whole problem. When you accept, then you will go back to the JAM caps and change that your initial first choice to the new program that you have been advised to take. Let's say from law, you now change to English. You go back to JAM and then you change it to English. Thereafter, what we are going to see is no admission. You are not yet admitted. It's programmed like that. When you see that you are not yet admitted, we have to do it from our own end too. To go back and see if you have accepted that offer. If you accepted that offer, we now give you admission here. Then it changes to admission in progress. So once you have that, in fact, once you are able to accept our offer of change of course to another program, you are as good as being accepted. So if you are on AIP, you need not worry yourself. Okay? You've been technically admitted. So it's just a matter of some fixing at the JAM end. So at the JAM end, we have the officer for each of the universities. So we have our own officer there who is working. As we are doing it here, he is verifying and giving you admission. So for those of you who are on AIP, do not worry. You've been given admission. I know you are apprehensive because of accommodation. And I know how it can be devising. I was in that office for over 8 years in this university. It's not easy because everybody, despite the fact that they know that you have limited bed spaces, limited accommodation on campus, everybody still wants you to give them accommodation. It can't go around, but you will survive. So some make some silly mistakes. You are offered admission, then you reject. Well, I don't know. Some were begging. Parents have been coming to me. It was a mistake. It was this, it was that. I said it can never be a mistake. As a student from primary school, secondary school, you wrote JAM, you passed everything, and you cannot read simple sentence and decide. So some of them, maybe we'll take a second look at that. They've been begging, they've been crying. So even if you don't want, just leave it like that. By God's grace, this week, we are going to finish everything about admission on this campus. Everything. If you accept, if you don't accept, it's a problem. We close our own end of the JAMB class. Admission is closed. Even when you are offered a course that is somehow close to what you want to, you accept. That is life. You may not have the opportunity of going from point A to B. You may have to move to point C, D, E, through a bend. But at the end of the day, you will get there. Some, you want to read law, you want to read medicine, you want to, yes, there is still an opportunity for you. You may get that through change of course. And maybe you have a thing that shows empathy, that can give you that. But if you are not inside, you are never going to get that opportunity. Again, let me inform you that we are starting the core curriculum minimum academic systems in the university. And for fresh students, yours is different. Aside from the systems, you are starting with 2025-2026 academic session. A new calendar for you has been designed and it has been approved by the Senate of the university. So, you belong to some Facebook something. I read all those things, I laugh. The calendar that was earlier advertised was 2024-2025 academic calendar. But if we run that calendar with our freshers, you are likely to have some issues. One, this UTME, the JAMB, unlike what people are saying that maybe because of one order by one court, that was why you have late admissions. No. What was responsible had to do with we running 2024-2025 session, which had been concluded by JAMB. So the JAMB registrar appealed to us to change our destiny for this examination to 2025-2026. So until there was kind of agreement between the university and the JAMB, that was when we started having your letter of admissions about 2 weeks ago. That was when it was resolved. So part of the reason why we said, okay, we are going to have 2 sessions now, run 2 sessions together, 2025-2026 for freshers, and then the Staylights will continue with 2024-2025 academic session. Also, because of NELFund told us that they won't honor anything on 2024-2025 for our fresh students. So if you're interested in obtaining the loan, we will be shortchanging you if you don't change to 2025-2026. And also this may also have implication when you want to go for your NYC. So in other words, you are running 2025-2026 academic session on CC Maths. And this CC Maths is not going to be same with what the correct part 2 did in part 1. The causes and the context have changed. So if anybody is telling you so, please relax. All those new courses will be uploaded on the e-portal and you'll be advised by your various departments, heads of departments, on which course is compulsory, which one to pick, and which one not to be picked. So,
to those causes.
okay, so I don't want to waste much of your time. I wish you the best, and I pray that God, in His infinite mercy, will shower His hands of blessings on all your academic endeavors. You will come out on top of your class.
You place them in
You will be a new inspiration for those coming behind you. The nation will celebrate you. We are proud of you that you are able to go through the heights of the needle and pass our posutively hearing to come here. I'm a very busy person. Like I said earlier, I'm going back to see that all the admissions are concluded. For your friends, they will be saying that we are placing them now.
some of you.
I started that last week. About 3,000 students who do not know anybody or whoever. So I'm placing them to the best of our ability.
Honest online.
Don't let me go.
Taking you all around the world. Taking you all around the world.
Giant TV. You got me, don't let me go. You are watching Giant TV.
Dropping.
You are watching Giant TV. You are watching Giant TV. You are watching Giant TV. You are watching Giant TV.
You're watching Challenge TV. I think there's just so much innovation.
Totally interactive.